Analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris
Ready
Webber.
to go?
David Aldridge is on our
Ready to go?
sideline. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top. They've got some momentum coming into this one. They like to break free of this 1-1 even series tie.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
I mean, you can say it. The defense was awful. They took away nothing and got scored on relentlessly.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Ingram. Prophet is out there with the captain. Then it's Matthews, and it's Russell in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here is Harden, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And both these teams very efficient offensively.
Well, yeah, it should be a crowd pleaser. In a game like this, stringing together a few stops can make a huge difference.
Yes.
Well, the crowning moment for the Rockets' franchise history has to be their back-to-back titles in '94 and '95. Jordan was out of the league, and it was time to shine for Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon led their team to their only 2 titles in franchise history.
And with the Rockets' pair of titles, what a scrappy group of teams those were. Drexler and Olajuwon were the stars, but everyone could play on their team.
Well, what is really wild about the '95 run is that the Rockets were a 6th seed. That was the lowest seeded team to ever win the NBA Finals.
And so he hits both. And here is Los Angeles now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, the inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Well, this shows you the guys like to play inside and out. To keep the defense guessing, you don't let them load up on you along the perimeter.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Ariza kicks to Harden. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. And see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Everly with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The pass to Harden. Houston gets it back. And the shot's good from Nene.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in a zone.
And that's the last thing the defense wants to happen. You don't need to get him hot out there because the basket just opens up that much more.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. Nene, the screen. Here's Harden. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Ingram dishes to Russell. Pass to the Prophet. Back to Russell. To the paint. Here's the Prophet. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Ariza. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Harden, that's good.
Oh, and that catch and shoot Jay from Harden is unblockable, just quickly shooting off the pass.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Hassel, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
On the shorter side, as a power forward, his hops are the great equalizer.
Harden the pass to Ariza. Fires the 3. They get it back. And Houston again with the bucket. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Up top, Russell, defended by Beverly. And Matthews kicks to Russell. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Matthews dishes to Ingram.
Oh, that's just a sensational effort on D from Ariza, using his long arms exceptionally to guard the shot.
Beverly against Russell. Harden outside. There's the feed to Nene. And he converts the layup. Nene's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent vision right there on that assist. Perfect setup.
Outside, Russell. Matthews sets a screen for Russell. Out to the right wing. Ingram passes to Hassan. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Matthews from the arc. Nene pulls it in. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now here's Harden. He's got 6. From the wing, Ariza no luck.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
And it's Ingram missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his team. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
Here's Beverly after the basket by the Lakers. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And you can just feel the intensity, Chris, as teams battle and scrap for playoff positioning.
I mean, every win and loss is amplified in importance now for bubble teams. If a huge team can build some momentum with a few wins, that is huge this time of year.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Russell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the inside, Ingram. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
And a good indication of that, this will be an absolute battle for the entirety of this game.
Ariza kicks to Nene. Passes it to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Harden. The Rockets with another miss.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, but we all know that he can knock down that outside jumper. But he shouldn't be attempting super long shots like that. Ever. He has to take that wide open 3, even though that's not his bread and butter.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
I mean, you can say it. The defense was awful. They took away nothing and got scored on relentlessly.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Now here's Beverly. Ariza outside. From the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
Outside, Russell. Now here's Ingram. Ariza covering. Kicks to Russell. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Harden.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Rockets trail. Dishes it to Capella. He feeds it to Beverly. Here's Anderson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now Ingram. His last outing, he had 24 points. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Houston with a big group substitution here. Harrell, he's checked in for Anderson. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Corey Brewer's checked in for James Harden. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Patrick Beverly. And then for the Lakers, Collins checked in for Ingram. Silk comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Mayo in for D'Angelo Russell. And he makes both free throws. Here's Ennis. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He dishes it to Harrell. Brewer passes to Ennis. Tries from 10. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there for Mayo. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And now with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Look at the Prophet, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And of course the captain, just behind him, another one of the great rebounders in the league. What a season on the glass for him so far.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
Now here's Harrell. Tyler Ennis unable to get his last shot to go. Harrell kicks to Decker. 5 to shoot. Here's Ennis. It's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And looking now at the numbers for the captain. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. He's right around 13 points a night, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And here's Ennis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Excellent D there for Mayo.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
But you know what? That won't show up in the stat sheet. It's showing good anticipation. Doesn't get the block, but pretty much had the same effect.
Rockets trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ennis kicks to Brewer. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
Harrell setting the pick for Ennis. Floats one. Rebounded by Hassel.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Mayo with it. Now guarded by Ennis. And O.J. Mayo gets the 3. Mayo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Now here's Ennis. D right on him. Over to the left wing. Pass to Harrell. Houston moving it around. Feeds to Ennis. To end the run. Can't hit that one.
A rare off quarter for him. Nothing seems to be going his way.
The kick out to Mayo. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Talk about the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter. Wow.
There's the dish to Ennis. A floater. And that one is off.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. You got to stay confident in himself.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. The pass to Collins. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Capella missing.
As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing that one.
Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And checking out Houston, 3 spots below.
And you know, for the Lakers, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
What a difference a season can make. These guys clearly believe in one another and found a way to turn things around and become a respectable team this season.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
They set the pick. Pass to Cobb. He kicks it to Collins. From downtown. Bangs home the trifecta. Collins has got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now here's Ennis, guarded by Mayo. Ennis dishes to Brewer. Looking to end the drought. Rockets trail by 15. Harden out there with Ennis. Then it's Decker. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Brewer in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Back to Harden. And there's the feed to Decker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Decker's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Lakers leading by 13. Here's Redding. Here's the screen. Passes it to Russell. And again, it's the Lakers.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
Now here's Harden. Kicks it to Capella. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot.
Good.
One free throw coming his way.
Even with the suffocating defense, Capella keeps his composure, sinking these interior looks rather effortlessly. Well, when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Harden. First in scoring, first in three-point shooting, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
Ennis with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 11 points in the basket from Brewer. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Russell passes to Ingram. That shot is off. And Houston the other way now. To the middle. Here's Capella. Another shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And not many guys want to get dirty with Capella on the boards. A very physical player who uses his tough demeanor to gobble up these rebounds.
For the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Sam Decker. Ariza comes in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Tyler Ennis. And that one misses. And a lot of legends say nowadays, Chris, players don't have that same animosity they once had toward other teams, other players. Why is that? And which camp did you fall in?
Well, I think the world is smaller now. I think when you look at the fact of the internet and the fact that you can now watch your friends that maybe you met at camp in 14 and 15, you can watch them now through the various apps. I think it allows you to stay closer, and allows you to build those relationships. The fact that everybody has a cellular phone now. So I think the world is smaller than it was when I played.
Yeah.
But there are some guys that I really respect and I haven't spoken to until after they've retired. Or until after I've retired. And so I wasn't in the camp of kissy, huggy, Philly, all that good stuff. If I knew you and I played with you on another team, then I'd always show you love. But you could be my brother, and once the jump ball goes up, if you're on the other team, for these 48 minutes, I don't know you, So the only family I have during those 48 minutes is my mom in the stands cheering for me, my pops, and my 12 teammates and my coaches. I want to see guys fight and claw for it and compete, and not that you can't. It just kind of doesn't throw the impression that you are when you're singing Kumbaya together at halftime during the game, smiling and taking pictures.
That's an excellent point. Here's Ingram following the basket by Nene. And that one's good. Ingram.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Anderson the screen. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And it's Russell in the corner. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his fourth rebound in this one. Left side, Ariza. Ariza with another miss. Lakers leading by 7. It's Matthews on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game. The Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Timeout called, the Rockets. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Lakers.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Russell against Beverly. To the paint. Nene kicks to Anderson. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Ingram with the steal. Goes up. And then Matthews with the jam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Beverly. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Redding, tipped away, taken away by Nene. Matthews against Harden. Dishes to Beverly. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Lakers in 5th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Lakers leading by 10. Now, here is Russell. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Redding. He tries for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Nene's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ingram with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Releases from 15. And the Lakers with another miss.
That's the kind of shot you want him to take every time. He just happened to miss that time.
Back to Ariza. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Ariza's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Redding. Screened by Russell. Pass to Ingram. For the three. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Oh, and that's his first 3 of the second quarter. 3rd overall this game.
Feeds to Nene. And the layup's good off the glass. Nene's got 14 points.
Are you kidding me? That's too easy. Where's the defense?
There's a good screen. Outside Matthews. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 8. Stolen away. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar, but Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks.
Kev, whenever I see Trevor Ariza out there, I can't help but think of how he came into the spotlight. He went from being a role player early to becoming a major part of teams after his stint with the Lakers. He said he learned a lot from playing with Kobe.
And the first one drops. And with Ariza, part of his progression was natural, but he knows that he made a huge jump after he played with Kobe in L.A.
Well, I thought his quote about playing against Kobe was great. I mean, he said, "The first time I played against Kobe, he scored 40 on me. The last time I guarded him, he scored 35. So I guess I got a little bit better." You know what? Great sense of humor. Just glad to see it.
Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And Ariza isn't a guy you build a team around, Chris, but he is a solid starter in the NBA.
And he's a guy that's supposed to get more credit for his tenacity on the defensive end. His frame and defensive fundamentals allow for a lot of flexibility from his coach. He still has fast hands and is always up there in steals when the season comes to a close.
Lakers leading by 6. Matthews dishes to Mayo. Inside, Dolman. The kick out to Mayo. Takes a 3. Rockets with the rebound. Harrell's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And stolen by Mayo. And it's the Lakers on the break. The 11-footer. Mayo missing again.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable, and as a result, they got the stop they needed.
They get the rebound. Here's Harrell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Taken away by Nene. And it's Houston on the break. Beverly with the ball. Harden right side. Lets it go from 11. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Matthews against Ariza. Taken away by Nene. Now the dish to Ariza. And some nice passing there by Houston. And here's Mayo for 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Well, they really pride themselves in beating the opposition with their transition game, and they've demonstrated yet again today.
Well, we know the given here, the X's and O's of coaching, Chris, the strategy that's used by all staffs and all head coaches. But coaching is a lot of motivating your players to give it their all. And when you look at all the different coaches around the league, which coaches do you think are the best at motivating?
Well, you know, that's hard to answer. You really have to play with this guy. That's an intimate type question. But from where I'm standing, I would definitely think from a motivating point of view, I'd have to go with Doc Rivers. He just seems to know how to communicate to his players, how to get them to fight down to the last drop, and that's what you want in a coach.
Well said. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Sam Decker's checked in for Ariza. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Patrick Beverley. So he gets them both. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Silk. 8 points his last outing. He feeds it to Collins. Silk passes to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Brewer. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Silk passes to Mayo. To the inside. The pass to Hess. And there's the feed to Mayo. Here's Collins. Drains the three-pointer. Collins has got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Brewer. The tray. A rebound by the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Passes it to Mayo. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Collins. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Ennis kicks to Decker. Here's Nene. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And the first one drops. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Harrell. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ingram's checked in. And so Nene nails both of them.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Now here's Mayo. 9 points in the game so far. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off the mark. Hassel's shot's good.
Well, he wasn't blocked out. He stayed with the play. You gotta love the effort.
Rockets trail by 9. Ennis kicks to Brewer. Down low. Here's Nene. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Oh, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Outside Mayo. He kicks to Ingram. Dishes to Collins. And the Lakers get it back. Mayo. Not enough on that one as it misses. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Ennis, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he gets it to go.
God, he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Here's Silk. Ingram, wide open, drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel. Woo!
Nice. Able to keep his composure in the game's biggest moment. That's all about confidence, folks.
And we finished one half of basketball. Los Angeles on top, up by 7.
What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
Rockets trail by 7. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Ingram is out there with the captain. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Russell. And it's the Prophet in at the center, filling out the middle. And that one's good. Beverly's got the first field goal of the second half for the Rockets.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Here's Hassel. And Matthews kicks to Ingram. Here's the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the Prophet, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he's good on the second. And Chris, when you look at the best rebounders around the NBA, it's interesting. Sometimes their teams rebound better with them off the floor. How do you explain that?
Well, you know what, Kevin? I think rebounding is different in all situations. I don't think that there's a litmus test or a statistic to prove anything about rebounding. If you look, I'm impressed with some of the best guards in this game. Westbrook, the Rondos, and others that have been known to lead their teams in rebounding. I think it comes down to one thing and one thing only: heart. I think technique is second. A lot of guys may not have learned how to box out, but the athleticism in the league is such that in order to get a rebound, you're going to have to earn it. And so for me, I think a lot of times as well, if you have great teammates that can box out, a lot of times they get rebounds for guys by not letting it be that much competition inside the paint. So to me, rebounding is a personal thing, whether it's a team, it's team specific, but it doesn't matter how big or tall you are. If you can box out, if you have heart, if you have a motor, if you have a will, you should be able to go get some boards. To me, it's just about how much you want it. To be a starter in this league, to play over 28 minutes, 30 minutes, and not average 10 rebounds, I think you should be ashamed of yourself.
He hits the second from the line. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here's Beverly. Kicks it to Harden. Anderson outside. Over in the corner, Beverly. Rebounded by the Lakers. The Prophet's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He just looks off in this one. Can't seem to throw it in the ocean.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Russell against Beverly. Here's Ariza. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Ariza's got 10 points. Lakers leading by 6. And Matthews kicks to Russell. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Anderson outside. Pass to Ariza. Feeds it to Beverly. There's the dish to Anderson. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Anderson.
And who would expect anything less? Tremendous poise at the line.
Russell against Beverly. Russell passes to the Prophet. Ingram kicks to Russell. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And the Lakers get it back. Here's Ingram. Again, the Lakers.
And with Ingram, he can score from anywhere. His jump shot is money, and his drives to the hoop, they're lethal.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. There's the pick. He feeds it to Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Russell. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
And Anderson kicks to Ariza to the right side. Russell against Beverly. Pulls up from the corner. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Russell with it. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. Harden outside. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
But you got to D up Harden from the perimeter early. I mean, if you don't, he will make you pay dearly.
Outside, Russell. They set the pick. Matthews, left side. Tries a 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ariza outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Lakers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
One shot.
Rockets trail by 5. Beverly dishes to Ariza. Harden outside, off the screen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Russell kicks to Matthews. High, arcing shot. James Harden with the rebound.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Ariza with it, outguarded by Ingram. Harden outside. And there's the pass to Harrell. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Harrell. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Anderson. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Patrick Beverly. Collins checked in for the Lakers. Silk comes in for Wesley Matthews. He hits both from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Outside, Russell. To the middle, Hessel. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
And it's Harrell missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. Ingram passes to Russell. It's stolen by Ennis. One-on-one here. The 15-footer, good.
The defender was in position, but too passive to force a bad shot.
Outside, Russell. Now the feed to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop him.
Harrell dishes to Harden. Inside, it's tipped. There's Russell with the 3. Pass to Ingram. Russell sets a screen for Ingram. There's the 3. They get it back. Rockets trail by 3. They set the pick. Ennis kicks to Capella. And a missed layup.
Well, that's why his size and length are so valuable. He altered the shot and collected the glass. All in a day's work.
Got that one up quick. Silk's got 5. Here is Harden. He's got 11. Passes it to Ennis. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Capella. Kicks it to Ennis. Down low. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Capella.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
Now, here is Russell. He kicks to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Rockets trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout. Start it.
Houston making a switch here. Decker's checked in. The Prophets checked in for the Lakers. Mayo comes in for Russell. Inside. Houston moving it around. To the left wing. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Capella. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Down low. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Ennis passes to Harden. And the layup falls. Harden's got 13.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket. All you need is just one game of watching James Harden, and it's easy to see why he's such a gifted scorer. He has no problem getting around players and into the teeth of a defense. Pretty much impossible to stay in front of him at all times.
Here's the Prophet. He has 7. Collins. A three-pointer off the mark. Harden outside. Up top, Capella. There's a good screen for the tie. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harden's got the game tied up here for Houston. And Chris, as we know with Harden, it's only a prayer to stay in front of this guy. So crafty, so good, dead-eye shooter, difficult to defend.
And it's funny to think that when he came into the league from ASU, Harden was known mostly for his shooting. He has worked on his handles. Now he has the ability to drive. That's what's pushed him into elite player status.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the three by the Lakers. Now here's Ennis. Defense right on him. Harden outside. He's off on that one, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. The shot by Hassel is no good. Rockets trail by 3. It's deflected. Dishes to Collins. Silk passes to Mayo. Here's the Prophet. To the inside. A stupendous finish in traffic. And that's now 17 points for Easy Breezy. Ennis kicks to Harden. Now here's Ennis, guarded by Mayo. Here's the screen. Feeds it to Harden. Pass to Ennis. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden dishes to Capella.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Most definitely, and they should realize this and not look to shoot too early in the shot clock for the rest of the game.
Here's Ingram. Again, the Lakers.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Russell. They've got Nene. Anderson is out there with Decker. Then there's Brewer. And it's Beverly in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Matthews. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. From 18 feet away, it's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the wide open shot from Decker buries the long-range jumper. Decker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets. To the middle, here's Hassel. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Brewer. Defense is right there. The dish to Anderson. And that one, good.
And a big height advantage right there.
That's just a smart play. As soon as he caught the ball with the smaller man on him, he squared up and smoothly knocked that one down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Decker. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Anderson with the screen for Beverly. Poke loose. Here's Ingram. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 23.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
On the wing, Brewer. He feeds it to Nene. 14 feet away. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Over to the wing. Beverly against Russell. The pass to Hassel. Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. Hassel's shot's good. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Nene. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 22. Lakers leading by 3. And Matthews kicks to Russell. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The shot's good. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Nene, the pass to Brewer. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
And you gotta respect the level of concentration Ingram maintains at all times. Doesn't matter if he's wide open or pressured. This guy is a lights-out performer.
Nene, the screen. Off the pick. The shot off that time. Good D by Matthews. Russell passes to Hassel. Here's Ingram. Rockets with the rebound. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ariza goes in.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
Free throw drops for Ariza. James Harden, he is checked in for Houston. Ariza hits them both.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
Outside, Russell. The feed to Ingram. There's the triple. That shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it.
He's been unlucky this half after lighting up the perimeter in the first half.
Here's Nene. It's blocked. To the paint. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Now here's Ariza. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Ariza against Collins. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. Ariza with the bucket.
He's been blazing hot to begin this half after looking utterly lost during the first. Nice turnaround.
Russell kicks to Ingram. Outside Matthews. Screened by Russell. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. They set the screen. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Anderson wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The captain's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Passes it to Matthews. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Harden inside the three-point line. Kept alive. Goes back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Ariza hits them both. Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Ingram, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ingram's got 14 points here in the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Anderson the screen to tie it up. But they get it back.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
Harden against Matthews. Harden dishes to Ariza. Back to Harden. Anderson the screen. Matthews with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And the basket is good. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. That's short off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oh, trying for it. Back to Russell. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Well, part of it's been their toughness, but their execution has been spotless. It's just outstanding teamwork in this final period.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Inside, here's Hassel. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 16 points for the captain.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now Beverly. Anderson the screen. Beverly the pass to Harden. Another miss by Houston. And here's Los Angeles. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And that one's good, Ingram.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Rockets trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Chris, in your playing days, you suited up for both the East and the Western Conferences. Traditionally, we've seen the Western Conference be the stronger of the two in the last couple decades. But do you feel that has a chance to change, or are we in the midst of that changing now?
No, we aren't. Nothing's changing. But I tell you what, LeBron being on that East Coast for so long has really helped in that regard.
Yes, great point. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thank you, David.
Don't forget, he had a 3 in the first half. He can really hurt you from out there.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Collins against Beverly. And it's Capella missing.
And, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Oh, man, this is when the coach gives you the whistle. He needs to settle his guys down. Don't worry about the run. Go one possession at a time.
Now here's Matthews. Misses the layup.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks. Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
Russell against Beverly. Russell kicks to Collins. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Beverly dishes to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Well, perhaps he believes that he'll be able to shoot himself out of this slump, but I don't see it. He needs to quit shooting those threes.
And the shot is good. And that's now 19 points for Easy Breezy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Come on, Harden, let's go.
Anderson the screen. Harden right side. And it's Ariza in the corner. Clock at 4. Here's Anderson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Los Angeles leading by 14. Russell kicks to Collins. Down low, Ingram. Harden trying to get open, and it's Ingram missing.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Dishes it to Beverly. Puts one up from 19. Again, the miss by Harden. And for the Lakers, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Outside Matthews.
Who's watching here?
To the wing right side. Here's Hassel. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Matthews with the steal. Tries it from 9. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Matthews has got 7 points for the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them. A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Ingram.
He was in attack mode for the entire game. There was no sitting back. He was going to take it to him every chance he got, and they love when he plays with that kind of aggressive mindset.
Lakers passing it around. 5 to shoot. Silk passes to Hummel. Shoots a fader. That shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ennis kicks to Harrell. They get it back. They shoot again. The shot missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Silk. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Brandon Ingram.
Losing streak ended tonight thanks to his strong effort. I thought he got a little frustrated seeing those losses pile up, and instead of waiting for someone else to put a stop to it, he said, you know what, I'm going to take care of this problem myself. That's showing some leadership, Ernie.
With his length and scoring ability, Brandon Ingram is deadly. Smaller defenders are helpless against him, and he's just as good off the ball as he is with the ball. An efficient performance and key to this win.